What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Congrady back on the GMoney041 channel. Welcome, and welcome to my top 10 shoes that came out for 2014. I know this is a late video, I understand that, but I have had gum surgery this week, I've been on the road this week, and I've been working this week, so I haven't had time to really be able to film this, but finally got my chance to do it. I've got sort of 10 different sneakers here that I want to show off as my top 10 list and show you that I think these are the 10 best sneakers produced this entire year. If you're wondering why I'm looking off, because I have my 10 sneakers to the side right there. But before I get to that, again, I just want to thank all my friends for this past year. Joe, Double Down, Stork, Kicks R Us, iBeast, Kicks 808, Dalton, Hez, Shoelander, Juice Manji, Rack, everybody in the sneaker community. If I forgot anybody, then I'm really sorry. Joe Rodriguez, just everybody in the sneaker community. I love the sneaker community. I love being a part of it. So, again, this is going to be my top 10 shoes of the year. Again, I'm saying 10 very loosely because some of these are, I like to include packs of shoes. So if a shoe is done in a pack, I did include that as part of that one shoe. So it's top 10 shoes dash packs that came out this entire year. So with that said, let's get right to it, y'all. Before I get into my top 10 list, though, I have to give two honorable mentions. The first being to this beautiful, absolutely incredible, yes, worn, look at that. Look at that bottom. Worn Lug Zosho, which came out in 2014. These were a gift from Asian Joe. Yes, I do wear them. Yes, I love the fact they're in TCU purple. Only reason I left them off the list is because, sadly, they are the Lug Zosho. And as comfy as they are, admittedly comfy as they are, it is one of the most shoddily constructed shoes I've ever had, as well as this shoe should have been sent to me in a 10.5. Joe actually bought this in a 10.5 for me. They sent me 11, so it's a little bit too big on me. That's why I had to leave it off the list. Other than the fact that's the Lug Zosho. As well as I had to leave this shoe off the list. This is the Camo Mythical by Tweak. I actually work for Tweak, so as much as I wanted to put this shoe on the list, for bias's sake, I had to leave it off just because if I had put it on the list, it would have been pretty high in there just because not only do I wear this shoe all the time, but, you know, it is a shoe that I helped with as well as a shoe that my company made. So, fortunately, had to leave it off the list. But with that said, let's now start the top 10 best shoes of the year. Coming in at number 10, we have the Bait Times Fila 96. One of my favorite shoes of the year, and I know Rack is a huge fan of this shoe. Easily one of the best bait collabs of the year. For those who don't know, I'm very much into bait. This is the first bait shoe to be on my list. There are, well, I guess you could say there are two other shoes on this list. I know, shocking, this whole list isn't about bait, but easily one of the best shoes of the year. Huge fan of the Fila 96. Had to be in the top 10. So we're going to kick it off with this shoe at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Gel Light 5 A6 times Ronnie Feig Coves. I incorrectly, actually, when I remember filming this, and a lot of people pointed out, I incorrectly called these the mints in the video. I remember when I filmed that video, it was late at night. I just come off of the plane, came home, and immediately filmed. Recommendation to all you YouTube people who are starting up your channels: never film a video when you just get off a plane. But I'm not seeing these on a lot of top 10 lists, even though I know a lot of people picked them up. To me, it's one of the best shoes of the year. As you can see, I haven't actually worn these because I don't have any rope laces in it. Because if you know me, I love my rope laces. But this was one of the best shoes, my very first Ronnie Feig. I do wish I got some of his other shoes, especially the Gel Light 2s and the Kith football equipment. But that said, easily in my top 10 list at number 9, the Ronnie Fieg times A6 Gel-Lyte 5 Coves. At number 8, we have the Gel Saga and Gel-Lyte 3 Lovers and Haters editions by A6. This was a Valentine's Day release, and this actually only came out in women's sizes. So this is a women's size, I believe, 11 and a half, and this is a women's size 12. I actually got these from England, from n.com. Really happy to have these shoes. Really awesome shoes to have in my collection. I wear these actually all the time, but I had to include these on the list just because it was actually it was a pretty big struggle to get these. Not a lot of people were able to get them, especially men who wanted them. Hopefully I can get the Valentine's Day editions that come out this year. But at number 8, again, we have the Lovers and Haters, baby. At lucky number 7, we have the Concepts times Brooks Chariot Merlots. Again, these were the first collab that Brooks did with any shop. I do have the second one. I'm hoping to get the third one from Ubique really soon. One of my favorite Concepts releases from the year. Concepts always does it great. Came with a bunch of different kinds of laces. Leather interior, all suede upper. Love the box. Easily one of the best releases. And again, I actually was lucky enough to be able to see this release around, I would say, 6 months before it was released. I was able to see it on foot, in hand, got a feel of the material. So really blessed to have been able to see them. Really gave me an idea of how big Brooks was going to push their heritage line. So really happy to get these in hand, and very, very happy to have been able to get this release from Concepts, as it sold out very, very quickly. I think it sold out in like 2 minutes online. So again, number 7, the Brooks Chariot Merlots by Concepts out of Boston. As much as I hate Boston, have to give them props. They know how to do one hell of a shoe. And this is the first of their 2 spots on the list for the team out of Boston. At 6, we have a shoe that none of you have actually probably seen before on my channel, because I got it the day of my surgery and haven't been able to film a video. This is the Plus Skate Shop times Nike SB Gulf of Mexico's. I actually got these from Rise, New York at the beginning of this week. Just haven't had time to actually film a video on them. All suede upper. Love the fact that they went with a like a sand colored midsole and a gum outsole. For those who don't know me, I love suede and I love gum outsoles. So this was a perfect shoe for me. I think this is actually one of the best released SBs of the year. Amazingly, I didn't pick up as many SBs this year. But that said, you know, hopefully I can pick up a few more SBs. I'm actually going to have a double SB unboxing in the next few weeks, because I'm not going to be able to pick up the shoes until I get back to school. But I do have 2 new SBs that just came in, but definitely one of the best SBs released all year. The Plus Skate Shop times Nike SB Gulf of Mexico Dunk Lows. These will be coming out, I think, at all retailers very soon. Price on these was $90, so if you want to pick them up, I highly suggest it. Suede on these is super buttery. Making the list at number 5, the second of the 3 bait places on the countdown, we have the Saucony times Bait Cruel World pack. All 3 of these shoes were released in 2014. We have the Cruel World 2s, the Cruel World 3s, and the Cruel World 4s. All 3 of these shoes went and supported different charities around the US. This shoe and this shoe are both actually vegan made. Neither of these shoes have any sort of animal byproducts, whereas this one was the only one to feature an actual animal material with both suede and leather used. Super nice suede and super nice leather, might I add. The Cruel World 4s were the latest ones I was able to pick up. I had a very good year in picking up Bait collabs. I picked up almost every collab they released. The only ones that I missed were the Viridian Burners as well as the Cruel World ones, both of which I'm still looking for. So hopefully I'll be able to add both of those to my collection and finish up my Bait collection, as those are the only 2 shoes missing from it. But that said, really good year for me in picking up Bait shoes. Very happy to have all 3 of these shoes in my collection. One of the coolest projects of the year, the Cruel World project. Very happy to support all these charities, especially this one, as the Midnight Mission is a charity in Los Angeles. But once again, at number 5, we have the Cruel World pack by Saucony and Bait. At number 4, we have one of my favorite packs of the year, the Extra Butter times A6 Death List 5 pack. All these shoes were based off of characters from the movies Kill Bill. Very, very happy to have this pack. All 3 of these shoes were released in the calendar year. They did release a Gel Light 3 and a Gel Saga last year based off of 2 other characters, as well as a Gel Saga that A6 did based off of the movie Kill Bill itself. But all 3 of these shoes were able to come out in the calendar year. We have a Gel Light 5 here, a Gel Epris, and a GT Cool. And the Gel Light 5, I think, was the first like collab really that A6 did with this model. So this kicked off the whole Gel Light 5 movement in 2014. Really happy to have this pack. I'm a huge fan of the movies Kill Bill, so Extra Butter did it incredible, especially with the faux snakeskin on all 3 sneakers for the branding, as well as taking inspiration from all the characters these are based off of to really bring the shoes to life. If I had to choose one favorite out of the pack, though, I'd actually have to go with the GT Cool. Despite the fact it might not be the most popular model that they did, the GT Cool, with its use of denim and like a really nice fabric on the toe box and for the rest of the shoe, just makes it super comfortable. I've worn that shoe at least like 50 times. One of my favorite models, and extremely underrated models, the GT Cool. Really love that shoe. So at number 5, we have the Extra Butter Death List 5 pack by A6. At Trace, the first and only Vans to appear on my list this year. I'm a huge Vans fan. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up as many Vans, especially the Star Wars Vans, which I was a huge fan of, by the way. Wish I would have picked some of those up. But one of the coolest collabs of the year, in my opinion, the Concepts times Vans Old School Rat Hunters. I love the acid wash denim. I love the cracked silver leather. I love this checkerboard midsole. I love the fact they used a gum outsole. I love, 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 love this shoe. Again, growing in California, huge Vans fan. Concepts, despite the fact they're from Boston, who I don't like because screw the Celtics, go Lakers, even though we are terrible. But Concepts did it super big on this release. And for $90, I mean, you could not beat this shoe. Again, this was a shoe that sold out in minutes. I was lucky enough to get on that site ASAP, bing, bang, bong, out of there, got these, couldn't be happier. Haven't worn them yet, bringing them back to school probably with me. Gonna be rocking these everywhere. At number 3, the Rat Hunters by Concepts. Boston, I may not like your sports teams, but you know how to do a good shoe. Coming in at number 2, we have the last pack on the list. This is the A6 Gel Light 3 by Bait. We have the Vanquish, Guardian, and Nippon Blues. This was part of the Basics pack that came out this year from Bait. One of the best packs. Actually, I think the best pack of the year. I know a lot of people, this is a much maligned pack. Some people didn't like the pack because the suede wasn't soft enough. Well, they didn't understand the pack. All the suedes on this are a really weird material called nailhead suede. It's actually a really tough, really durable material that is super awesome, which made these shoes actually extremely wearable. I've been wearing all these shoes quite often, actually, so really happy to have this pack. The reason that the Guardians are up top is because they were my last pickup. I actually picked up the Vanquish and the Nippon Blues before I picked up the Guardians. That was my last. That was one of my last bait pickups of the year when they re-released it at their new shop down here in downtown Los Angeles. So really happy to have been able to get all three of these. I actually wore this shoe to Anime Expo all day at Anime Expo, one of the best days of my life. So I have a lot of love and a lot of good memories in all three of these shoes. So at number 2, the Basics pack by Bait with using all of the Asics Gel Light 3s, an awesome combination of sturdy materials and awesome inspiration. And at number 1, this should come as no surprise to anybody who knows me, the Quarter Snacks times Nike SB Dunk Low. I think this is easily the best shoe of the year, and some people are going to go, well, aren't they a little bit plain? Yes, they are. I love it that way. With that buttery suede upper, 3M accents on the swoosh, laces, your little lace tab right here, the gum midsole, that all-white cocaine midsole, as some would say. I mean, gum outsole. I know I messed up. I'm just that excited. Anytime I see these shoes, I'm excited. The branding on the laces, the branding on the heel, the branding on the tongue, the branding on the inside of the shoe. The fact that they even made a custom little label that says, can't ollie up it, don't ollie down it, on the inside of the shoe, where nobody, at a part where nobody can even see it unless you really knew about it. This is easily, no question about it, the best shoe of the year. And I mean, I cannot explain in words how much I love this shoe. I wear this shoe all the time. I'm dead set on picking up at least one other pair of these shoes. I love them that much. At number 1, the Quarter Snacks Nike SB Dunk Low. God bless Quarter Snacks for making a shoe for real Nike SB heads, unlike a certain shoe that a lot of other people are putting in their list. Not to name names, not to call out shoes, but this shoe destroys any other shoe with all that crappy hype. And with that said, that's going to be my top 10 list of the best shoes released in 2014. Again, thank you to everybody who not only watches this, but stayed with me through 2014. It's been a long year. It's been a tough year, but hopefully coming out with a lot more content in 2015. Really excited for what this year brings for me, both academically, as I'm going to be graduating, as well as professionally, as hopefully I can get a job. But very excited to see what this year brings, as well as also sneakerly, I'm excited to see what this year brings. I got a lot of hope for a lot of different stores bringing out a lot of new collabs. I got a lot of hope for Nike SB to bring out some more shoes like the Quarter Snacks. I got a lot of hope for new shops that I haven't heard of popping up. I got a lot of hope for new silhouettes that I haven't heard of popping up. I just have a lot of hope for the year. I'm very excited to see what it brings, and I'm hoping y'all have a great 2015 as well. With that said, again, this has been your boy Connor Garrity, aka the GMoney041. Like the channel / like this video, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and comment if you got an opinion. Thank you all for watching, and with that, gonna hit y'all with the peace.